Shameless. United in the Europa League. Europa League. Me tell them one time and we say Europa League. Europa.
Guys, we need to do player ratings. I don't think we wanted to, but we got to be honest and we got to deal with the consequences, isn't it, of supporting a Manchester United team who can be very frustrating. 100%. So let's get straight into it. De Gea. DJ, what are you giving him?
0.
Oh.
Yeah, 0. And I mean that, like 0. Yeah, 0.
Rich,
0.
do you agree?
I don't think I can't disagree, but at the same time, I don't think I can give a player a 0 in it. So the lowest I'm gonna go is a 1, right. Just because he was on a pitch. He was shocking today, man. Like they're just showing his mistake. Like he was poor, so a 1.
You know what? I gotta agree.
Yeah.
I gotta agree. He was poor. So the distribution was poor. Shout out to Sevilla. They pressed so well, but De Gea distribution was off. We've been saying in the past few games. We've been saying his distribution is getting better. And then today he's just doing a madness. So 1 for De Gea. Let's get into right back. Wan-Bissaka comes off at half time. How would you judge his performance?
He gets a 4 from me. Just didn't acclimatise to the game at all. Was struggling. Very weird. It's very weird to see him struggle defensively today. Especially in the tackle, he was off the pace a bit. It was all very weird for me. So 4.
What are you saying, Rich?
Yeah, 100% agree with that. I think he, as soon as we started the game, you could see that he wasn't on it. He just wasn't sharp. And I think I'm going to say that probably with a lot of the players. They just weren't sharp and quick off the boil. Like, they just seemed a bit lethargic. Yeah, 100% a 4.
4.
I think.
Yeah, I would say 4 as well. Centre back, big man Maguire. What are we giving him?
A 1.
You're talking to me as if I know the answer already.
Yes, it's a 1. It's a 1. Like, I mean that. Like, it's a 1. Like, terrible football player.
Terrible football player.
Terrible
football player. What do you say, Rich?
He was worse than De Gea. So if you're giving De Gea 0, you're going to have to give him a 0, bro. I don't give 0s in it, so I'm going to say a 1 as well. But I think he was worse than De Gea. De Gea didn't have to make a save. Well,
was he the worst player on the pitch?
Yeah, I think Maguire was the worst player on the pitch, just because he caused that first goal, because he shouldn't have asked for the ball. If you're not going to swivel on the ball, all he had to do was swivel on the ball. Yeah. If you're not going to swivel on the ball, handle or use the ball, well, why are you asking for it?
Yeah.
So 100% for me, worst player on the pitch.
Worst player on the pitch. Jeez, 1 has to be a 1. Lindelof.
I'll give him a 4 today.
4?
Yeah, I give him a 4 today. Much better than Maguire. Much better footballer than Maguire.
Better 1.
Yeah,
he's like Harry.
Yeah, like much better than Maguire. He did okay in some parts. Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'm actually just going to give him an average 5 because I think it was better than Wambi. Maybe we should have probably given Wambi a lower score, maybe, but I'm going to give Lindelof an average 5 because I don't think he did anything wrong per se. You could say, I guess maybe he was one of the better players on the pitch, but I mean, if you're going to use that for anyone.
He had some decent ball carrying in the first half, trying to make things happen, whereas Maguire was trying to, but then it's like he's trying to pass, but he doesn't know who he's passing to, and so he's trying to ball carry for no reason, whereas Lindelof actually, he's looking to where to pass, and he's done well to drift into midfield.
Exactly my point. Like we said it again, when Maguire seems to get the ball, he takes 10 million touches, moves forward, then passes it back anyway.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Lindelof, didn't do anything. He didn't pull up trees, but I think he was the better player on the pitch. So I'll give him a 5, average 5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5 as well. Jorg Dalot at left back.
Give him 4. Didn't really do much. He didn't have the same kind of impact that he had in the Nottingham Forest game. So 4 for me.
Jorg Dalot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably agree with that. I'll give him props for switching sides. He played right back, played left back. He just didn't, you're right, he didn't do enough. He didn't do what we saw at Nottingham Forest. He didn't really impact the game. Yeah, it's
weird. It's like he didn't do much wrong, but he didn't do much right either. He's exactly. just there. So, I would agree as well. Let's get into midfield. Big man Cass, who has had a brilliant season for us. He's changed our midfield, but today, he was poor.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, I'd give him maybe a 5. Maybe even that's being a bit generous. Again, just didn't turn up today. He wasn't didn't look like the Casemiro that we're used to. Maybe it's just him readjusting, trying to get back up for a couple of games. But I'd definitely just give him a flat 5.
5.
Yeah,
What are you saying for Cass?
I'd probably even go even lower than that, you know,
Yeah.
3 or a 4, because I was very disappointed in him today. You know, it's a big game. We have big game Miro for a reason, right? We call him that for a reason. He didn't show up today to the level that we want him to. Gave the ball away a lot, and I think across the midfield generally, all 3 of them in the midfield today, we missed Bruno.
We missed him.
So yeah,
3. I
or
think
4,
3 is
yeah,
quite
yeah.
fair for Casemiro. Ericsson, a player who was brilliant against Forest, but today he was poor everywhere.
Yeah, he's getting a 4 from me. Sorry, guys. He's getting a 4 from me. You know, with Bruno out today, you're looking at who can dictate the tempo, who can dictate the play, who can control the game.
Yeah.
You look at Ericsson to do that. Wasn't doing that today. Misplaced a lot of passes. And then I think what's even more worrying, and we kind of touched on it during the show, just, you know, off the ball. He's off the ball running in terms of his defensive stuff. Is lackluster. It's not there.
Yeah.
So when teams are pressing us, high intensity teams, he literally looks like he's running in sand trying to get back.
Yeah.
And we really missed his quality today. And I think I'm not saying because Bruno wasn't playing, but I'm just saying that he doesn't have his midfield partner usually. You know, him and Casemiro, Bruno, like he plays a lot better when he has Bruno in the team. But today, when you've given him the license to be the creator, just can't do it, especially from deep against a high pressing team. So 4 from me.
4. Well,
Yeah, I agree with that. And just to add, you know, you said something that was very on point, I think. You said we missed his quality today. It felt like we didn't have Ericsson and Bruno today. And, you know, Flex asked a question in the presser. He asked if Ericsson was looking forward to creating a partnership with Sabitzer like he did with Bruno. We did not see that today. We did not see that at all today. 4 or lower, but 4. I give him a 4, yeah.
Sabitzer.
3. He was actually the worst. He was probably the worst out of all of them. Didn't integrate himself into the game. Like, just didn't impose himself in the game. He gets hauled off anyway. And as you can see, you know, he gets hauled off before Ericsson.
Yeah.
Just not affecting the game as you need, especially in the number 10 position. Number 10 position probably isn't for him. I'd say he's more of an 8. Yeah, just wasn't been able to link up with the midfield anyway. So yeah, I'll give him maybe a 3, to be fair.
We give him Sabi.
Yeah, I think 3 as well.
Yeah, 3.
He just wasn't good enough today.
Yeah.
It didn't really affect the game, to be honest.
I would agree. I'll say a 3 as well. Let's get into Sancho. Sancho. It feels like we talk about him all the time, but it's because we want him to do well. I think there were decent spells, but we keep saying that in every game, decent spells, but then not. We want to see more, you know. So, what would you give Sancho today?
I'd give him a 4. Yeah, there were signs. You know, he was trying to make things happen, but then again, ultimately, you know, his defensive work wasn't on show today. It was terrible defensively. Wasn't aggressive enough. Again, and guys, when I talk about Sancho, until I see it, I'm going to say the same thing. Like, just wasn't aggressive enough today. When you need him to be a bit more direct, he's not. But to be fair, when he started to play a bit direct, he looked more dangerous. But then he kind of shies away again. Too shy for me. And at Manchester United, you can't be shy. You got to have a bit of swagger and a bit of confidence about you. So, a 4 for me.
We're giving Jaden.
Yeah, I'd agree with everything DJ just said there about Sancho. He looked good in spurts, fits in spurts, but he just didn't have enough. And that could be because the rest of the team was pretty poor, to be honest. And he probably is one of those players that needs the team to be in form to play well. But yeah, for 4, you can't really give him more than that.
I'll leave the main talking point last. So let's get into Anthony. Again. You know what? I look at Anthony, I think very similar to almost like Delo in the sense of it was there, but barely noticed him. It was weird to see Anthony today.
I'm giving Anthony a 5, and this is why I'm giving him a 5. Maybe 5 is a bit higher, maybe 4. 4.5 you can do halves, but the reason is because he clearly was marked out the game. I think Sevilla had really done their homework and thought he's the danger man.
3 man on him.
And even when he did have 3-4 man around him, he did make a lot of the right decisions. He did pass to our players. He tried to keep the ball as much as he can. Defensively, he was okay. So for that reason, I give him a 4. Could easily be a 5 though, but it wasn't effective. They marked him out the game.
Yeah, we're giving Anthony.
Yeah, I wouldn't have disagreed with a 5 actually. To be fair, because I don't think he did anything bad. He just didn't. We were toothless. I don't have my teeth. We were toothless up front ourselves, so he just couldn't affect the game. So I'd probably give him a flat 5. You know, didn't really do much, but he worked hard. You know, we saw that he was running back. He worked hard, but just wasn't. We just weren't there as a team, to be honest.
Anthony Martial.
Anthony Martial, goodbye. It's a shame that you keep getting injured, but we need a striker that can at least play 90 minutes. You haven't completed 90 minutes this entire season.
Shocking.
And because of you now, maybe not because of you, but because of the injury, Weghorst potentially might play at the weekend. I'm actually really upset with you because, you have a lot of promise. So I'm just saying, Anthony Martial, today, you get a 3 from me. You didn't affect the game that much. This was supposed to be your time to save your United career. You have maybe, 7 or 10 games? How many other games you got left? I don't know. Yeah, and you should have done better. So yeah, for me, it's a 3 for Anthony Martial, and this is DJ signing.
That was intense. Rich, what are you saying?
DJ needed to get that off his chest.
Yeah.
But I agree with what you said, bro. It's a shame. Good friends, goodbye. Goodbye. Good friends, goodbye. It's time to go, unfortunately. A free.
Unreliable, man.
Unreliable. You can't rely on him. We said it. You can't rely on you. No matter how good you are, you could be the best player in the world. If you can't rely on you, it's useless. Free.
Let's get into the subs quickly. Luke Shaw comes on half time. I definitely questioned. I know Wan-Bissaka wasn't great, but I don't know. I probably would have taken off Maguire. But we move on. How would you judge Luke Shaw?
Probably give him a 4. Saw glimpses of what he can do when he's on the pitch. Really good at bringing the ball forward. Played some horrible passing though.
Yeah.
Horrible passing. I think the one positive about Luke Shaw today was he can drive the ball forward, but also actually not one positive, 2 positives, and that he actually looks very lean. So he's clearly been working out in his off time. So yeah, give him a 4.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Yeah, 3 or a 4 to be honest. Those passes, he tried. We're trying to force it, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving.
Weghorst.
NA for me.
Not applicable.
Yeah, not applicable.
Weghorst?
Not applicable. And the reason being, what did he do? He had that. Okay, he played that one good pass to Rashford.
Yeah.
But the guy just does not give us much on the pitch. Press monster. That's the only thing he can give us, and he's a nice guy.
Elanga?
Yeah.
Not applicable.
I think the rest are not applicable. They didn't have enough time to do anything. And guys,
One more thing.
oh,
Sorry, I just wanted to say let's end on a positive, right? And the positive is this: we always bounce back. Every game we've lost this season, big losses this season.
we've turned up next.
We've turned up the next game, and what's the next game?
Brighton.
Brighton in the semi-final. So come on, I'm gonna put my neck out on the line, right? We're gonna win the Brighton game.
We're going to beat Brighton, apparently.